Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl B Sparrow BuzzTweetTalkRadio. How y'all doing today? I'm doing just fine. I'm thankful to be amongst the living. And if you are within the sound of my voice, I'm thankful that you are amongst the living too. Live again, once again. I think I got the live bug again. I got my girl April Showers from April Showers Network on the panel, and we got some stuff to talk about. We especially want to talk about Don Lemon because I'm just so disappointed in y'all so-called Christians.
Oh, good. Say it
Hey,
again.
girl, I'm just so disappointed in these so-called Christians. Just
Say
so
it again. Say it
girl,
again. Say it one more time
I am
for
just
those
so
in the back.
disappointed in these so-called Christians. Just a
Girl, these folks have been going to church all their life, and they sitting up here defending this man. Keep going.
right.
Let me mute my mic. I'll let you say your part, and then I'm going to say mine.
Okay, so I want to start off by checking my sound. I'm sounding pretty good, I think, but y'all know I got this raggedy ass computer. My mic will unattach if I move it a certain way. So I got to be still, which is hard for me to do because I'm so excited about being a foundational Black American, y'all. I am just so proud of FBAs, even though we've taken a boatload of hatred from all over the place. I just want to encourage my foundational Black American brothers and sisters to just stand strong because we got the Most High, whether y'all know it or not. We got the Most High y'all by our side. It ain't us. We ain't doing a daggone thing. To y'all FBA brothers and sisters, we ain't doing nothing. It's the Most High that's doing everything. He is the one that put thought in our minds collectively to just sit down and be quiet. And people are mad about that. I'm very proud to be a foundational Black American because my sister April just said a moment ago, we were talking backstage that we have been lied to in so many ways. They have lied to us. And y'all know I talked about how I did my research and found all the lies that they said about my family. My father's side of the family were never slaves. They were free men and women working their own land, working the river, living by the river, living in a closed enclave, supporting one another. Y'all told us we were slaves. Y'all told us we were dumb, didn't know nothing. Y'all told us all kinds of lies. But like I said, I'm proud to be a foundational Black American, regardless of the hatred that's coming towards us. And we ain't did nothing to nobody, but everybody hating on us. You don't want to hate on that white man though, but you're hating on us. He the one did it to you, not us. We haven't done a damn thing. I'm muting my mic, April, if you want to touch on that.
First of all, this is what I want to say. We have been lied to. Okay. Black people was here. If they tried to convince y'all that Christopher Columbus discovered America, baby, ain't nothing off limits. We were here. We were Black Indians. There were some slaves. There was some. They came from other countries. They did not come from Africa over here. I want to say we have been lied to. Now, you ain't got to believe me. It's all right there in your face. I am Black and I am proud. And I know I have favor on me. And I know I'm chosen. Our race is the chosen people. But you didn't listen.
Right.
You didn't listen. You didn't listen to God. You listen to those. I can't say higher power because somebody told me that's higher power. I say higher power because I read everybody's literature. People say that you say higher power has something to do with it. And I'm like, listen
So
to them.
hold on, April. We're having some sound. I'm having some sound issues. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. So
Sound
hold on, April. We're having some sound. Let me try something.
and I say I might have to my decision a
Yeah, your mic is jumping.
different way. You might can
Your mic is jumping. Mic check, mic check, mic check. No, I don't hear. Oh, yeah, maybe
mic
if I
check, mic check.
sound issues. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay. Okay. It seems to be better now, I think.
Okay. But anyway, we didn't listen. We were lost people for 40 years and we still lost. That's all I'm going to say. And
For
I want to
400
say this
plus years.
400 plus years.
And
But,
a lot of us are still lost, but a lot of us is waking up, which is a great leadway to the article that I pulled up talking about the
okay.
foundation of Black Americans. Oh gosh, I love my FBAs, honey. This article says I'm blacker than you. Examine the rise of FBA and ADOS movements. That's the American descendants of slaves. Now, lately, this person this is a person that wrote the article name is Dr. Bakari Lamumba. I can't pronounce the last name, but she says he or she. Lately, I have noticed that some respected scholars and media pundits have begun to associate the rise and prominence of the Foundation of Black America and American descendants of slaves as being rooted in the raising of awareness regarding how African American culture has been exploited and co opted by people not of that lineage who wear blackness like a costume. They come over here off the backs of our ancestors, use up our resources, but call us lazy, dumb, and all kinds of names. That's what these migrants do. And this is why we have to delineate, right? So this person goes on to say, I find this argument to be specious at this as this position is averse to facts and belies that the FBA and the ADOS movements emerged as a mutation of anti-Pan African sentiment by individuals who promoted Pan Africanism for monetary gain until it was no longer useful to do so. Right? And this person listed Tariq Nasheed as one of those type of persons that promoted Pan Africanism for monetary gain until it was no longer useful to do so. I like Tariq Nasheed. I hate that people say that he's leader of the FBA movement when FBA movement is not an organization, is a bloodline. But when you say this about Tariq Nasheed, people will say, well, why did he copyright the FBA name? I don't know. You're gonna have to ask him that. But Tariq Nasheed is no leader of mine, but I appreciate what he has done for the FBA movement. And that is, he is the one that has people from other communities using our talking points. using FBA talking points because he has the biggest platform. He's the one putting the information out there. So people think that he's a leader of a lineage. I don't understand what's so hard for people to do some research on what FBA is and what it means and what it stands for. I understand it might be fairly new to some of you guys, but in my opinion, it's only a branch off of the ADOS movement. A lot of people in the diaspora, like Caribbeans, Nigerians, Jamaicans, didn't want anything to do with Black Americans. They would call us all kinds of names. They would tell their children not to mix with us. And I'm not just talking, I'm talking facts. I lived it. I was married to a Nigerian man before. And his family did not like me simply because I was Black American. My ex-mother-in-law used to tell me all the time, I wish you was Igbo. I wish you was Nigerian. I wish you was Nigerian. Well, I'm not, lady. However, I do believe that Igbos and Black Americans are brothers. I believe that, well, actually, I read that 10% of Black Americans are from Igbo descent. With that being said, I just want to shout out my people because you have the mainstream people now talking about reparations. The primary news story within the FBA community is the move away from minority-led or person of color advocacy. No longer, I never liked the term person of color. Nigga, I'm Black. I am a foundational Black American. I never liked person of color because that could mean Asian, Hispanic, India, and all kinds of people with different color tones. But when it comes to Black people, you're going to have to, we delineating. We are Black people, not people of color. Foundational Black Americans. Current legal challenges to affirmative action have inadvertently fueled the FBA argument that race-based programs are legally vulnerable, whereas lineage-based programs targeting descendants of the U.S. chattel slavery may have a more distinct legal standing. FBA activists are tracking the 1870s Census Project, encouraging millions to verify their status as American freedom to prepare for potential local and state level reparations payout. I have done my research, honey. All y'all got to do, all these what do you call it? Lineage based programs like ancestry.com they offer free. They're offering you for free to start tracing your heritage. The U.S. Census, the 1870 U.S. Census. I went there and met my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, my great-great-great-grandfather, all the way up to my fifth grandfather, all the way back to 1701. And y'all can do it too. So FBA is encouraging foundational Black Americans. Don't believe the hype. Don't let people tell you don't know where you came from. Don't let people tell you that you don't have a home to go back to, because this United States of this here America, this is our home. It has been ours for years until the European man came over here and whited us out and had people believing that those light-skinned people with long hair and that they were natives. They're not natives. April, you got anything to say?
All I can say is keep on living, as people were saying. You better start listening to people. You know, for us to be so divided. And you know, one of our biggest problems, can't nobody tell us nothing. That is our biggest downfall.
The
We
Most
got
High
to,
said, the
huh?
Most High said we are a stiff-necked people.
Yeah.
He
Can't
said we are
nobody
beside
tell us
stiff-necked
nothing.
people.
Can't nobody tell us nothing. And y'all need to get up out of that. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Oh yeah, somebody can tell you something. But a lot of y'all people, y'all done put up with so much stuff, swept so much stuff under the rug. Like this is crazy. This is crazy. So I'm proud to be a foundational Black America. You know, I come from Mississippi. That's where my parents come from. I ain't interested in trying to find out about no tribes, cause the way some of my relatives act, I don't want to be part of your tribe. You are not the same. Okay. And let me tell you something. The views and opinions expressed on this show are those to Darlene April. Darlene April, I will be 64. Or will I be six? Girl, I was born in 62. What year is it?
uh, 26. Don't get
So,
me lying. I can't add that fast.
girl, I know. But anyway, Lord willing, I see my next birthday. I ain't defending you folks no more. I ain't defending nobody. I'm telling shit just like it is. Again, don't be mad at B Sparrow. I'm on the show. Be mad at me. Again, I'm going to say this louder. Y'all worrying about tribes and stuff. And I'm going to say it for the last time. The way some of the family members and relatives act, I don't want to be part of y'all dirty, no good tribes. Okay. You can go on, B.
Well, your boy was at the Grammys last night.
My boy, is he top or bottom boy?
That I don't
The,
know, and
the
I
one
don't want
the
to know.
one that say he hate the Caucasian man, but which one?
That one.
Okay.
Your boy was at the
That
Grammys last night. And you know what, April? I would be pissed off to the point of pissivity if these damn Democrats trying to make Don Lemon the face of Black America. I will be pissed off to the point of pissivity because they praising him. If I'm not mistaken, was I dreaming? Did they give him a standing ovation at the Grammys last night? Or maybe I was dreaming.
wait a minute. The Democrats started this. Obama. They used the black man for everything dirty and no good. It started with Obama. He passed it. Then he had the nerves to tell everybody they need at least one of those people in their life. They've been throwing this stuff that's not in, I don't know. Did they read Sodom and Gomorrah? Everything that's wrong, they have used black people to be the face. See, because they know we the chosen people. So it's like they throwing this shit in our face. Have you ever thought about it like that, V? They know we the chosen people.
Why am I not hearing you, April?
You not hearing me?
No. Okay, I hear you now.
Oh, wow.
I hear you now.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It might be me. So let me just keep my volume up a little bit. Okay, I'm
Now,
closing my mic. Go ahead.
okay. So check this out. You know we the chosen people. They know this. That's why these people have made us the spokes people for everything that's low down and dirty. You got Dwayne Wade who paraded their son around, okay? You got Obama. You just look at everything that's bad. They know we the chosen people. And y'all falling for this mess. They want to blame Trump for a low down, dirty lemon, a top or bottom, cut in half lemon that went up in the church because he has no values, no type of values. And they want to blame it on Trump. No, blame that cut in half, top and bottom, raw lemon. And I'm going to mute my mic on that.
For me, through this all, no one is talking about the Most High Yah in all of this. I haven't heard anyone say anything about God in reference to these people running up in his church, in his house. Former CNN journalist Don Lemon attended the 2026 Grammy Awards just days after being released following his arrest in connection with his coverage of an incident in which anti-ICE protesters disrupted a service at a Minnesota church. He was not covering it. He was part of it, in my opinion. Lemon, 3 days before the awards on January 30, a judge in Los Angeles allowed Lemon to be released on his own recognizance without bail, according to abcnews.go.com. Lemon's attorney, Abby Lowell, said that Lemon was taken into custody by federal agents while in Los Angeles covering the Grammy Awards. Federal sources told ABC News that Lemon was arrested at a Beverly Hills hotel. Wait, was he covering the Grammy Awards or did he walk the red carpet? Which is it? Because you can't do both. What was he doing? Because in the beginning of this article, it said Lemon walked the red carpets at crypto.com arena in Los Angeles on Sunday, which will have been last night. So which one was he covering the story in the church or was he protesting? Was he covering the Grammys or was he walking the red carpet? Because if I'm not mistaken, you can't do both, right? I don't think you can do both.
No, you can't do both, but you know, when you a top or bottom man, anything is possible.
Right.
Don't never put nothing past the top and bottom men. They're sleeping with the enemy.
So Lemon and others are charged with conspiracy against rights of religious freedom and an attempt to injure while exercising religious freedom, according to a federal indictment unsealed on January 30. The incident that led to Lemon's arrest unfolded on January 18th when protesters entered City's church in St. Paul. The protesters said one of the pastors and the acting field director of the St. Paul ICE field office. One of the pastors is the acting field director of St. Paul ICE field office. Protesters were heard chanting justice for Renee Good inside the church. Not even justice for, what about Roy, what was his name? That was killed by that was unalive? Roy Porter. What about him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said yesterday,
The
I didn't know about
college
any of these.
was killed by an immigrant, thrown over.
Right,
We got 3 women in Chicago that was killed by migrants. And
right.
when these migrants are unalive women, they're like butchering their bodies, girl.
Mm.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Now, this article says Lemon was at the protest as an independent journalist, but there are
He's
several
alive.
videos. I know it's a lie. There are several videos circulating on the internet where he is part of the plan. He is in the car planning with them.
B, he was in the car, and do you know they traumatize kids? They're
Yep,
not telling everything. They were terrorizing the kids and everybody. But
yep,
again, like I say, when you are living that type of lifestyle, they don't have no respect for the church.
right.
Okay.
I'm talking
They
about he,
have no respect for the church.
right,
Anybody that thinks it's okay and y'all defending somebody that goes in the church, we are not the same.
right,
They're not like us.
right,
Black people, the church has been our place of worship. To go to not be mad that this top or bottom sleeping with the enemy man went into a church, y'all got life messed up. That's my opinion.
like,
Y'all are some sick people. You
like,
are some sick people if you not mad that this top or bottom sleeping with the enemy man went into a church. We
right,
not the same.
right,
Like I'm
right.
just living. Nobody is talking about the respect for the church. Girl, I would have still, girl, I would be scared to go in the church and do anything wrong. Y'all, they don't care. Y'all started, the Democratic Party
Mm, mm,
started
mm.
this mess.
Now you see why, because I don't do,
I can't hear you.
I don't do I no, I was saying I don't identify as a Christian anymore because I find that Christians do opposite of what the Most High tell them to do, what He requires of us. I think Christians uh, require other things opposite of what the Most High require of us. For instance, the Most High has given His people, His Hebrew children, holy days to celebrate and honor, not holidays. But here you have Christians celebrating holidays in the church, things like that. So I don't identify as a Christian anymore. I will never ever identify as a Christian again. I believe Christianity is a man made religion based off a lineage of people because the Most High does have a lineage of people, regardless of whether you want to believe it or not. He does have a lineage of people, and I do believe that foundation of Black Americans are his people. I believe that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. And so I was very disappointed. I did read an article that said that when they asked Reverend when they asked Al Sharpton the Reverend about the protest,
You mean Al
then
Sharpton,
huh?
the you mean Al Sharpton, who's been the gatekeeper, a
Yes,
FBI informant?
Al Barberhead Sharpton.
Now he's the perm man, lost all of that weight. The gatekeeper, that
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Okay,
He
all right.
said in the article that the Trump administration is putting a sledgehammer to the knees of the First Amendment. The knees, in KNEES. Like he's breaking the knees of the First Amendment with a sledgehammer. I was so disappointed because where's the Reverend and his protection of the church? I wanted to know if he said anything else. So I did find in an article, or I found it on Gemini, I think Gemini AI, where he did say that it was wrong of them to go inside of the church, that the church was off limits. The church is sacred. Like I said yesterday, even if you don't believe that the Most High is in that building, it's still not cool to run up in a church while people are worshiping, while people are gathering. You could have very well waited outside. And now people are praising you, but guess what? It's fake. Those same people are going to turn their backs on you when you really fall, because this ain't nothing right here. This is just the tip of the iceberg. You are a worm, Don Lemon. You look like a worm. And you are trying to squirm yourself out of this situation by covering up your activism with journalism. You are trying to protect yourself. And when the courts start getting on these people that was arrested with you, you're gonna throw them under the bus. You're gonna say, no, it wasn't me, it was her. No, it wasn't me, it was him. They did it, not me. Because that's what type of man you are. You a worm. And you look like a worm. I remember when I was a little girl, my little cousin had a toy called the inchworm. Who old enough to remember the inchworm?
Me?
Look at Don. Don't he look like that? Don't he look like that inchworm?
Girl. And then did you see the picture of his sleeping with the enemy person?
No.
How he's right behind him?
Oh, that must be him to the right here. I did not.
Yeah. You standing behind him, so I guess you the bottom. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Girl, that's Don Lemon, the horse he rode in on. And if any of you people believe in God, we're in spiritual warfare. The Most High, if you're not upset that this man went into a church, we ain't alike. Y'all some dark people. Y'all should be speaking out. But, they've been playing games with y'all. They've been playing games. It's easier to blame it on Trump. They've been putting this stuff in motion for you people to accept this type of behavior. Since Obama, they use black people because we the chosen ones. And they letting you know, y'all chosen, but look at what y'all doing. We ain't standing for nothing. We got to stand up against the Don Lemons. We're in spiritual warfare right now. If y'all, I just can't believe, like, black people who y'all say y'all love the church so much, y'all sit up, y'all defend these pastors with they no good, dirty, low down asses. Not all of them. Y'all defend these pastors. You defend the church, but you not standing up for this. Y'all make me sick. Okay, enough of my rant. Go on, B.
This is Georgia, another one of the persons that was arrested. Um, I didn't know who she was. I'm telling you, I believe these people are doing this for attention because she went live right before they arrested her. She went live while they were knocking on her door, explaining that she was about to get arrested. If y'all don't know who she is, she's an independent journalist and NABJ vice president, a two-time Emmy-nominated journalist, and a leader in the National Association of Black Journalism, of Black Journalists. She's a leader in the National Association of Black Journalists. Fort is known for her field-first reporting, just like Don Lemon. She was documenting the standoff to ensure a non-governmental record of the events existed. So she was recording so that she would have a copy of what really happened, as opposed to the government having their copy. So that she got evidence that the government don't have. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I really and truly do not understand what's wrong with these people. Reports and viral footage surfaced showing Don Lemon and these people entering a church service alongside the protesters. Her, Don Lemon, and several other people. The confrontation allegedly occurred during a Sunday service, as we know, where Lemon and the group were challenging the leadership stance on specific social issues. Not even going there to worship. They went in there to get people's stance on specific social issues. They couldn't even wait till after the church was out of service. Now, critics have described this move as a sacrilegious publicity stunt, while supporters of the protest claim it was a prophetic disruption meant to hold religious institutions accountable for their political or social silence. Like, who in the hell are these people? These people are Roman soldiers. These people are Roman soldiers. These people are Roman soldiers who went up into a church to try to tell people how to live, how to worship, when to worship, what to say, what to do, how to dress, when to shit, when to eat, when to sing, when to laugh, when to cry. These are Roman soldiers. That's what Christian people do. Instead of going in the house of worship, they go in the house to fight. As if God cannot handle his work. As if the Most High Yah cannot handle his work. What's wrong with these people? Look at them.
Girl, they sickening. They sickening. Like I say, they defend these dirty, no good pastors, allegedly, and not all pastors are bad. There are some pastors that's really out here that's doing the right thing. But I know more bad pastors, and don't even let me get started on the dirty, no good alleged pastor uh, that's in this building. Yeah, I said it. Fucking try to sue me, bitch. Yeah, I'm on one today. I'm on one today because I read the Bible. I know what scriptures say. Some of y'all go to church every week. Y'all go to church every week. Y'all done allowed this shit to go on. Y'all didn't say nothing against Obama. Nothing. Nothing. And you still won't talk about his dirty, no good butt. He did nothing for our people. But look what he did. Look what rights he gave. But y'all got everything to
He
say
lit the
about
White
Trump.
House so in colors.
Huh? I can't hear you,
I said
baby.
he lit the White House up in colors.
Yeah. And
He
y'all,
lit the
and
White
then
House up in colors.
yeah, and then he done set up. Did you see when he told people that every person should have, every boy should have that type of person in their life?
2
You-
fathers.
Huh?
Every boy should have 2 fathers. What the
Yeah,
hell for, Obama?
yeah.
Why
But
would I
they
need
don't
another
talk
father?
about that. Them dirty, low down folks, they won't talk about that. You won't get people preaching that in their pulpit. Wonder why is that?
This person's name is Trahern Jean Cruz. Now, I had never heard of these people.
Mm-mm.
Never. Shalom, when God speaks. Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome. I have never heard of these people until Renee Good
Mm-hmm.
and what's the guy named Pratt? What's his name? The guy that was on the line. Pratt. I can't think of his first name. Joshua. Anyway, Jacob Pratt. I have never heard of any of these people until these things happen to these white people. You didn't cape that hard for Keith Porter.
Mm-mm.
You didn't go hard like this for what's his George Floyd. You know? This is crazy. She said Obama allowed all those Somalians to be in Minnesota. Obama is a Muslim. Remember when that white lady stood up and said that he was Muslim and what's his name was like, no, he's not. I really don't know. I really don't think that he's Muslim, which
He
I
is.
don't
He
I
is,
don't
girl. These people were groomed, okay? Obama came out of nowhere. I mean, I'm gonna just keep this 100.
like
Ain't
Paul
nobody,
Songbird.
ain't nobody that heard of no Michelle Obama that lives in Chicago, but they heard of Big Mike.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Obama was a two-year senator. They placed him in Jeremiah Wright's church. Oprah bought him out. You know, the same way they did that man with Kamala Harris. They groomed these people. And Obama came out with that Martin Luther King shit, hope, change, and all of that stuff. And we fell for that shit from that dirty. Uh, um, I can't say what I want to say. Yeah. And that's,
So
and it's like that. And he is a
I
Muslim.
never seen.
Pay attention. When Trump was trying to tell us, look at his birth certificate. Same way, how are these people becoming presidents? They all in Congress and they weren't even born here.
Mm.
You are supposed to be a United States citizen. You were supposed to be born in the United States of America. But they're infiltrating all of them dirty, no good people to come over here, take from us. They going all out. These people willing to die for immigrants than to pay
Yes,
their
I've never
people.
seen anything like it before in my life. Who stood up for us like that? When God speaks, said Don Lemon. When
Yeah.
God speaks, said the staff that Obama had in the White House said he prayed 5 times a day in the office, honey.
Yes.
And she said, Trump said there were knee prints and a Muslim picture that he would bow to. And Trump redid the office. Jesus. Well, it's going to come out.
Yeah.
It's going to come out. It's gonna come out. The Most High is in the revealing business, and He's doing a lot of revealing. Y'all notice that? He is doing
Mhm.
a lot of revealing. I don't know who
Yeah.
this person is. Like I said, I didn't know anything about these people until the unaliving of Renee
Mhm.
Good, right?
Yeah.
Like, I should know who these people are. Because these people should
Mhm.
be die-hard activists for the black community. But instead, they are die-hard activists for migrants.
Girl, ain't that something? Ain't that
Ain't that
something?
something?
Like these people, like they standing all in front of the ICE office. ICE, you know, Obama was known as the chief deporter. This is how, and you know, baby, I ain't ready to sugarcoat nothing with y'all, okay? This is how dumb and ignorant you people are. Y'all didn't have that same energy when Obama was known as the man who deported more people. ICE been around. Y'all said nothing. Y'all so stupid and ignorant. You jump on any bandwagon. Y'all hate
Anything.
for Trump. Y'all hate for Trump and got y'all messed up. Obama had kids in cages. You people, y'all make me sick right now. Y'all do. You're sick. You're pathetic. You really are. Because we see, I see. And again, I want to say this. The views and opinions, do not get mad at B Sparrow. Get mad at me. Because I ain't getting ready to sugarcoat nothing. Y'all ignorant. You dumb. You're stupid. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Obama deported more immigrants than Trump has ever thought. He
Fact.
continued it.
Facts.
Okay. He had kids in cages. Y'all didn't get outraged when the Clintons and Biden passed the Crime Bill Act that locked up black people, your uncles, your aunts, your cousins, all of your relatives. 3 strikes, they were out. Y'all didn't do raise this much hell. Y'all let a man tell you you wasn't black if they didn't vote. You didn't vote for him. Y'all let them bring an Indian woman that locked up more black men in the state of California. You ignorant. That's all I can say. And I ain't
So
making no
yeah,
more excuses.
I
You
haven't looked it
ignorant.
up yet. Um, when God speaks, I haven't looked it up yet, but I will. Don't worry, I will.
Okay, hey, welcome when God speaks. How you doing?
She said the reason they are out there protesting is because they are getting paid to protest. They are trying to have civil war
Yeah,
in America. They are having civil war. This is their
yeah.
civil war. The only
Uh,
difference is, like we talked about last time, when God speaks, they thought it was going to be black civil war against black and white, civil war
yeah.
against black and Latinos. But look at them. They fighting against themselves. We ain't going to be
Mhm.
involved in that mess. We sitting at home enjoying our life,
You
waiting on
tell
the
me.
arrival of our king, waiting for our
Yeah,
king to arrive. You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
We are waiting
But
for our
listen,
king to arrive. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High Yah. We ain't studying these people.
you know what kills me is they want us involved so bad. Why you want us involved in this mess so bad? That ought to tell you something. But y'all ain't even speaking out. That's what kills me. Y'all all out here defending Jamal Bryan and his wife,
Mm.
and that first lady dressed as a whore, and y'all defended that hoe dressed as a hoe, allegedly. Y'all had so much to say about that, but you ain't got shit to say about nobody. going into the church. I can't make this shit up, but y'all do. I can't make this stuff up. Y'all, I mean,
my thing is, who is standing up for the Most High Yah? Who is standing up for the Most High Yah? I know he can fight his own battles, but out of the respect of the church, I don't even go to church anymore, but I still have respect for the church.
Look at that.
I don't even.
What does that picture point right to? Her vagina.
I don't even identify as a Christian anymore. I don't even identify as Christian anymore, but I still respect the church.
Yeah. Because we can't help it. If they got you low down, dirty, call yourself Christians and pastors. I love the church. When I go to church, I feel so good. It's a peace that comes over me. I cannot describe it, but it's a peace. It's a feeling. It's a sense of relief that I get. Whatever church I went to, and I've gone to some good churches, where my pastors and bishops don't take a salary. And they do right by the kids, the community.
Once again,
sorry.
Go ahead.
But I can only speak on my experiences. And then I know some dirty, no good folks that call themselves ministers, preachers, that was courting family members of mine. Let the truth be told. Dang it, I ain't holding nothing back no more.
This is another one that was arrested. His name, I'm like, again, I don't know these people. I have never seen them before until all of this stuff happened. His name is Jamal Lindell Lundy. He's a small business owner and activist. He represents the community support side of the movement. Well, that's what all I'm supposed to represent, the community support side of the movement. Community support. Anyway, this guy, I've never seen him before a day in my life, nor a day in his life. He's a local business owner. He presents his presence signaled that the protest had the backing of the local economy and neighborhood residents rather than being driven solely by political organizations. Lord help us all.
Well, see, this just goes to show you, Don Lemon rounded up some Black independent journalists who were, he brought them into this. That just goes to let you know that he was in on the planning stage. And they were so dumb that they followed him. They didn't even realize what they were getting into. They broke the law. They broke the law, and I hope he goes to prison. I really do.
Well, do y'all see what's happening? I believe that these people, these Democrat people, are trying to make Don Lemon the face of Black people. I'm telling y'all, they trying to make this man, they praising him right now. They give him all the glory and all the honor and all the praise, but I have a feeling Don Lemon about to fall on his damn face. And as soon as he fall on his face, the very people that stood up giving him praise and honoring him gonna turn their backs on him. Don Lemon is a worm. He looked like a worm. My cousin had an inchworm back in the day when we were little. I couldn't play with it because it was hers. So that's why when I see Don Lemon, I get mad because I couldn't play with my cousin's inchworm. But don't even like inchworm. Look at Don Lemon.
Remember they had that song, inchworm, I love you. It went something like that. Yeah.
Okay, let me find the picture of an inchworm. Hold on. Inchworm. INCH worm.
That old chump, that old top and bottom, he wanted to stay relevant so bad. But he called the Caucasian man the devil, but he's sleeping with one. The top or bottom man.
Ain't that something? Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Oh, the hypocritical part of it all.
Stand these hypocrites.
Girl, if y'all tell me that Don Lemon don't look like inchworm, if we friends on social media, unfriend me. If you don't think this man look like an inchworm, unfriend me. Look. Oh, I can't share it. Oh, wait. I gotta take somebody off. Let me take Jamal and his wife off. Cause anyway. I'm trying to show y'all what an inchworm look like because I know some of y'all too young to remember. That's an inchworm. Now don't that inchworm look like Don Lemon?
Inchworm, I love you. That's how that commercial.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Don Lemon showing up at the Grammys last night, y'all. So anyway, let me take this off.
Yeah.
So and this is
like I said, I didn't even watch the Grammys. My son called me last night. He said, "You watch the Grammys?" I said, "No, it's fixed. They're gonna try to talk about the migrants and stuff, the immigrants. If Trump wasn't in office, I don't know what they want to do. The Democrats are demons."
Back to the Grammys, I did watch that Lauryn Hill tribute to D'Angelo. That was fire. That was fire. Because I know the Grammys didn't set that up. I know Lauryn Hill set that up herself. I knew they weren't going to honor D'Angelo, but that song that they did, Nothing Even Matters, that Lauryn Hill and D'Angelo did together, they never got to perform it together because he passed away. They never got to perform that song together. But shout out to Lauryn Hill for that tribute to D'Angelo last night. That was dope.
I didn't watch it. I'll probably never watch any more of them award shows. I'm so done with Hollywood and everything that's come out. But I'll wait. I'm not gonna jump ahead. Let me mute my mic. Keep going.
This man, I can't stand. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I cannot stand this man right here. Don't know him from Adam and Eve, but when I saw him getting all in people's faces at that church, telling people, "Look at you, you're rich, you're sitting here on your drinking your latte while your fellow brother is out there on the street." Girl, I wanted to hit him in his nose. Why? Because it's the first thing I see when I look at him. This man, William Kelly, allegedly from D.C. I doubt that he's from D.C. I doubt that very seriously. He's probably from Montgomery County, Maryland. He's probably from Silver Spring, Maryland, which is in Montgomery County. He looked like old Silver Spring Niagara.
What's a Niagara?
A white man that think he black. A Niagara. He looked like old Silver Spring, Maryland nigga. He ain't from no D.C. Anyway, this is William Kelly. This is the white man that be all up in people's faces, be following people down the street. I saw a video where he was following his family down the street, this man with his wife and kids, and this guy was cussing and carrying on around these kids. And the father was getting ready to step to him, but then the police separated. The police told him to move back, and that's when they arrested this man. William Kelly, ICE activist. Why are you an ICE activist? Why are you an ICE activist when ICE are only doing their jobs? Kelly is a dedicated organizer forced specifically on immigration reform and the abolition of ICE. He is often involved in the logistical side of sanctuary actions, helping to coordinate the physical protection of individuals facing deportation within religious or private spaces.
Oh.
Hey, I know you got something to say. You done open your damn mic. Go ahead. Go on now.
Thank you. Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah, this is William Kelly. I can't stand this man, and I wish he stepped to me. I wish. Hey, Jonathan Banks, thank you for joining us. And thank you for your call of action, telling people to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Do subscribe to the channel. And in return, I'll do the same. I have subscribed to everyone that is subscribed to me. And if I'm not, please let me know. I'll subscribe and I'll support. You got a show you want me to watch? I'm there. I'm in your chat room chatting it up, talking about what you talking about. That's what I do. For real, for real. So thank you, Jonathan Banks. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Oh, Lord. I need to calm down. Because this man done pissed me off to the point of pissivity. This man is an ICE agent, y'all. An ICE agent activist. Why are you going up against ICE activists, people that's trying to clean up your country of illegal immigrants? Why aren't you guys forming some type of organization? If you want to fight for them so bad, why won't you form some type of organization to help them come through the proper channels, the right way? Why are you out there jumping in front of ICE agent cars? Why are you harassing ICE agents on their jobs and in their personal lives? So what if this ICE agent is a pastor? Who died and left you God to tell this pastor what to do? Since when does the pastor have to listen to you? Somebody help me out. When does the pastor have to listen to Nakima Armstrong? I can't stand this lady either. I'm saying, y'all, and this is probably my issue. Her face alone annoys the F out of me. Okay, April. Her face alone annoys the heck. Look at her face. Now, she's supposed to be a pastor. What type of pastor runs up in other people's congregations during the service protesting? Huh? Woe unto you, lady. Woe unto you for organizing such. Oh, I don't even know what to call it, but woe unto you. Nakima Levy Armstrong. A civil rights lawyer and activist that loves running up in people's church, that loves interrupting people's church services. And you think You have the right to do that because you're a pastor? Woe unto you, lady. Let's see what the Most High have in store for you. Come soon. Because whether you know it or not, we living in judgment. We living in some judging times. We living in some times. And I don't think the Most High gonna let you get away with this.
Mhm.
I don't think the Most High is going to let you get away with this. Even if these people were not worshiping Yah. Let's say they were worshiping Yah. Let's just say they were gathering. What right do you have to go up in that church just because that man worked for ICE? This is his personal time. He's not on the job.
Girl, you can't make this issue up. You can't make this stuff up.
Tell him,
You know, mental illness is real as well. Mental illness. Because let me tell you something. This is why I know these people. Something is wrong. Baby, let me tell you. Girl, I would have never thought, even right now, I would have never thought about going disrupting the church service, B. I would be scared. I would be like, shoot, I don't want God to strike me down.
right.
They don't
The fear.
even
No
care.
one fears God anymore. No one
This
fears
is
God
what I'm
anymore.
saying. Nobody is saying they enter the house of God. No matter what, it's still a church. Now, we ain't got nothing, everybody got their stuff. Ain't nobody saying they walked into the house of God, a church. No matter what, like, nobody is saying that. And I find that so weird. Nobody is saying these people walked into a church, the place of God. We have no control over what the Roman Catholics did, made all of these religions and stuff. Those people were worshiping God. And when they interviewed that man, you know what that man said? He said, I love those people. They didn't have hate in their voice. But like I say, you black people, y'all had a whole lot to say when they talked about Jamal Bryant's wife dressed as a whore, allegedly. Y'all had a whole, you said nothing about Bishop Eddie Long. You got mad at Drewski, but you Christians ain't sticking together with these people going into the church. You some hypocrites. Hypocrites at its finest. I'm going to mute my mic, B.
Y'all got
Sorry.
mad at Drewski for telling the truth. They got mad at Drewski, and I don't even like the young man. I'm sorry. Not that I don't like him. I don't follow him. I didn't even watch the skit. I just read headline after headline after headline. How people was getting mad.
Boy, you need to watch that skit, honey.
I'll probably check it out after the show. I kept hearing how people was getting mad.
Nothing.
As a matter of fact, I made a comment and said, because they were saying how he mocking the church. I said, well, why can't he? Why can't he mock the church? The church mocking the church.
He didn't mock the church. He mocked the pastors.
Why can't he? The pastors mocking the church. So why can't he mock the pastors?
Well, wait a minute. They dressing in high heels. You got men dressing in high heels. You got men allegedly, part of that alphabet community.
Nor would he have walked up into a black church. Nor would they have walked up into a Baptist Southern church. Because you know why? Them ushers, they're going to be right at the door. with them women, black women protect their pastors. In fact, I was a
These
deacon. Listen, hold on. Me and my husband were deacons in the church. We were taught to protect the pastor at all times. We used to worship outside, right? When I was in DC. I remember this girl came at the pastor. She was crazy. She wasn't even American. I think she was an African woman or Haitian. And she was going after the pastor. She had a crazy demonic look in her eyes. And she was cussing him out in some kind of language. I didn't know what it was. And my dumb ass gonna jump in between her and the pastor. Y'all hear me? That's what we were taught to do. We were taught to protect the pastor at all times. So let me see Nakima and her Roman soldiers walk up into a Southern Baptist church like that. Not even a Baptist church, just a church with black people in it. Ooh, I would love to see that, honey. You're going to have to call the ambulance, the fire truck, the dietary teacher from the lunchroom, everybody. Because black people ain't going for it. That would be a wrestling match for the rest of the service. Guaranteed. I guarantee. She said, I bet Don Lemon and his crew will have never taken their asses to a Muslim mosque. And you know this, ma'am. I would love to see that. And y'all can say what you want. Don Lemon was in on this. And I hope that they bring those videos into the church. See what y'all did? You see that? I hope they bring those videos of him in the car planning with them into the courtroom.
Oh my God, girl. And they say that they were yelling and screaming at the kids. Like I said, Don Lemon going to jail, prison, because them other journalists, they're gonna tell on him. They knew they planned that out. He lied to them. He lied to them people. This shit was planned out. He went and got a bunch of black people. They thought this was getting ready to be their moment, of filming something. And here they done got in trouble. They broke the law. You cannot enter a place of worship. And like I say, those judges, they wouldn't sign off because half of them corrupt and crooked anyway. They probably got stuff on them. Everything makes sense now. They're dirty, they're low down, and these people got something on people. But what I was going to say, B, is we were saying how you couldn't get into the church. But I don't know, honey, girl, money talks. They might have gave them $500 talking about this was an offering and walked in there. Because they said...
That's what I said. April, you said that they was going to turn on Don Lemon. I think you got it the other way around. I think it should be the other way around. I believe Don Lemon, because of the inchworm that he is going to turn on them. He's going to throw them under the bus.
He's going to try to, but it ain't going to work.
Because you know why? Because he's trying to protect himself under the umbrella of journalism. Because he talked about protecting his First Amendment rights. So let's talk about the First Amendment. I did a little bit of research, right? I did some research on the First Amendment. The First Amendment is the cornerstone of American civil liberties, right? And I'm reading. Damn right I'm reading. It prohibits the government from making laws that infringe upon fundamental freedoms like religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition. These are the 5 fundamental freedoms of the First Amendment, right? Hear me out, but hold on one second. Hold on one second. My bad, y'all. So, Where was I? Okay, here we go. So the first fundamental freedom, which is religion, freedom of religion, includes two clauses according to this research. The first clause is establishment, meaning the government cannot establish an official religion or favor one religion over another. The second clause, free exercise, individuals have the right to practice their religion or no religion as they see fit without government interference. Anything you want to say before I continue to the second fundamental?
Keep going. I'm listening.
The second fundamental is the freedom of speech. This protects the right to express ideas and opinions without government censorship. So these are the fundamentals that are protected under the freedom of speech: political speech, symbolic speech like wearing an armband, and even offensive speech. What's not protected is speech that incites imminent lawless action, true threats, obscenity, and defamation, such as libel or slander. Right? Those things are not protected under the freedom of speech. So now we're getting into the freedom of press, number 3. That's the third fundamental. The fundamental. Right? Freedom of press. This allows journalists and media organizations to report news and circulate opinions without government oversight. In the context of this arrest that we're discussing, the debate often centers on whether a journalist was reporting, which in that case he would be protected, or interfering with law enforcement or breaking the law. That's not protected. And then we have the freedom of assembly, which is number 4. This protects the right of people to gather peacefully for social, economic, or political purposes, and I'm sure religious purposes too. The government can impose time, place, and manner restrictions like requiring a permit for a parade, but they cannot ban an assembly based on the message being shared. The 5th freedom, to petition. This gives citizens the right to appeal to the government in favor of... Okay, where was I? This gives citizens the right to appeal to the government in favor of or against policies through legal channels. Let me do that again. Freedom to petition. This gives citizens the right to appeal the government in favor of or against policies through legal channels such as signing petitions, lobbying, or filing lawsuits. Those are the 5 fundamental freedoms under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. So, it's going to be interesting. The court, it's going to be interesting because it seems like everything that went on between both parties fell under the umbrella of the First Amendment. Woo, child, that was a lot. Miss Showers is on point, too. She's speaking all facts. We need more people like her that see what's going on. Absolutely.
Girl, like I say, they knew what they was doing.
I believe
They
so.
knew exactly what they was doing. They plotted that down them and use people. He had them people thinking that they were getting ready to do some good reporting. Got them people to go up there. You notice It was no white people.
Where? Oh, that got arrested.
No white people. Not no same white people. Not people that know. No same white people that know better. He got those black journalists to go in there. That's what he did. He didn't get no young white journalist. No other people than black people to throw them under the bus along with his dirty, no good top or bottom, sleeping with the devil.
I saw through Don Lemon when he first started recording his video. I knew, and I know that he is going to start throwing them people under the. He's going to throw them under the bus because he did not let you forget that he was doing journalism work, but at the same time, he was participating in that activism. A respected journalist would have waited until that church was done with. I mean, respectful. A respectful journalist would have waited until the church services were over.
Yeah,
If
they
these
would.
people are looking for attention, why did they bust into that church like that? That lady.
I don't think they were. I think them people was lied to be. I just don't think. I think those people were lied to. That's just my opinion. I don't. I
What do
don't
you mean?
think.
What people? What people?
I don't. Those other journalists. I don't think they knew exactly what they were getting into. Like there was some lying that went on. Yeah, there was some lying that went on. Yeah. Mhm. I just don't think those people. You know how you can get a group of people together and you say, "Oh, we gonna do this." I think Don did some lying. That's just how I feel. Yeah, I think he did some lying. Mhm. Yeah.
I just think that these people are looking for some attention. They want to be stars. They want to be movies. They want to be stars. They want to be known. This lady went live right before she was about to get arrested. They were knocking on her door. You can hear them knocking on her door in the background. These people are looking for attention.
They're mentally ill too. They,
Yes,
they're
this
not.
man right here, he walks down the street following people,
Yeah.
and
They're,
because they
they're
voted for Trump,
going in the church
or because they
calling
don't.
them kids Hitler and everything, girl. Nazis.
He walks around town with a camera in his hand, harassing people,
Yeah.
especially if you don't believe what he believes in. He's all in the church, getting on this young teenage looking lady drinking young girl drinking a latte, saying, "Look at you, sitting there drinking your latte instead of going outside fighting for your fellow brother and sister." Nigga, who is you?
Yeah.
Who are you? Get the F out of my face. See,
Yeah.
it pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you to tell somebody what to do, what to drink, where to be at, what time and when? Nigga, who are you? Go shape up your beard somewhere. Go get a life.
Yeah.
Leave people alone. He just targets people. That's what he do.
Mentally ill.
Look at this one. She think because she's a reverend, she can go up into people's churches and tell them what to do and how to live. Because people are ICE agents and a pastor, you trying to tell this man he can't be no pastor. She gonna say, how can you be an ICE agent and a pastor at the same time? Nigga, go ask the Most High. Ask God. I can't stand these people. Look at them.
Again, I'm going to stick to, how I think that mess went down. I don't think Don Lemon was fair to those people. I think he lied to them. Uh, I don't think he was all the way honest. I just don't believe that those people just really went into that church. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that, because if they were really doing some really properly reporting, he would have had other groups of people, other people. I mean, hey, he's sleeping with the enemy. Why didn't he have some of them? Okay, I'm gonna mute my mic.
No, keep talking. This is just a clip. This is not this. Keep talking. Keep saying what you were saying.
I just don't think he was honest.
He's not. He's not an honest person. You
He,
can tell.
yeah, Don Lemon ain't no good. He ain't been no good. He made his life. He talked about black people. That's what I can't understand. He talked about black people on CNN. He talked about them, mocked them. He talked about the Caucasian man, but that's who he's sleeping with. I mean, the man's whole MO was a lie. Yeah, a lie. That's the funny part. I can't make this shit up, but they do. Yeah.
When God speaks, says she can listen to you all day. She said you spitting facts. She has that effect on people when God speaks. She really does.
What did you say?
What she said, you spitting facts. She
Yeah.
said she can listen to you all day.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But Sparrow, she spits facts too.
So
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, if you're not subscribed to April's channel, go to what is it, April Showers Network, April Showers Network, and subscribe. You know, she got some good content over there too. It's just that we hook up from time to time. We've been doing this for a long time now. It's been many years. We started out with podcasts over on Spreaker.
Right. We were doing music. You know, she introduced me to her music.
Oh, hey, wait. She said, girl, that didn't even occur to me. Oh my gosh.
What was that?
She said, look at his microphone. It says DL download.
Uh-huh. Yeah. He was really trying to come up. He don't have a job. He's irrelevant. Yeah. So
I just have to say this. And I don't want to see anybody hurt. I don't want to see anybody struggling. But you cannot do wrong by people and get away with it. And for some reason, deep down in my heart, I believe Don Lemon has done a lot of people wrong. I believe Don Lemon has, and he is on a trip to his downfall. Right now, people praising him and clapping for him, all because he busted in the church and disrupted the church. Like the Most High, y'all didn't see that. And like the Most High, y'all, you know what? I'm not judging, but it's just some certain things are off limit. Certain things are off limit. And if you are that person that'll go beyond the limits,
yeah.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
I'm talking about beyond that limit that you're not supposed to go beyond. You do it anyway.
Right.
I don't even know what to say. I feel sorry for you, Don Lemon, for what's about to happen to you. He
Mhm.
is a desperate person. I say it all the time. No, he's just a desperate person. He's not desperate because he was fired. He's just a desperate person. You can tell. Remember that song about "It's written all over your
Yes,
face."
sir. Yeah, yeah.
You
He
don't
mad
have to
at the
say a
state relevant.
word. It's all over
Relevant.
his face. And the
Yeah.
moment I saw him on CNN, I knew. Thank God for discernment. I knew something was wrong with this man. At the time, I didn't know he was gay. I didn't know this or that, but I knew something was wrong with this man. And like I said, like Celestial say, the so-called prophetess, like what's his name? Cat Williams said, from here on out, God is in the revealing business, baby. And he ain't just revealing stuff
We in the
amongst
age
his
of
celebrities. He's revealing stuff amongst the people in your neighborhoods, your the people on your job. His stuff is just about to be spilled out like a boiling pot, baby Bubba. Get ready. Get ready.
yeah.
He
Mm-hmm.
getting ready to take care of his hubby. Hubby might be taking care of him.
Girl.
Because you know they the originals. Oh my God, help us all, Lord. Help us all. I don't even know what else to say.
Yeah. Girl.
Except that growing up in somebody's church, especially while there were so many other options. You could have waited. You could have called the pastor, made an appointment. To me, you guys are
Well,
looking for.
they think what they're doing, they're like not doing anything wrong. That's the scary part.
Yes, and the people that's supporting them. I want y'all to keep note of everybody that you see supporting these people, and watch what happened when the tables turn. Everybody gonna try to be like they were right. I told y'all the whole time they was on Don Lemon's side.
Yeah.
Watch them. Watch people when the shit hit the fan. Watch people when shit hit the fan. They're gonna try to flip it. What they were saying about Don Lemon all along. All of us that's saying what's happening, what should happen to Don Lemon is that he should serve some time. You see how people pressured them to arrest him? Because in the beginning he was the only one that didn't get arrested.
Mm-hmm. Well, a judge, like I say,
Yes,
them
yes.
people are all connected, right? I mean, it's showing in these Epstein files. If you follow all this stuff, you see how these people are all connected. And all of them judges, all of them people are connected. They're all connected in some type of way. They either top and bottom people, they part of that alphabet community, and them people stick together. Okay? They stick together. Or money talks, bullshit walks.
Mm.
But they all connected.
Let me ask you this, April. And I always forget his name. The one that do all the reenactment of the court cases on YouTube. What's his
The
name?
lead attorney?
Your friend.
The lead attorney?
No, the other one, the one that be doing the reenactment of the court cases. Remember, he did the R. Kelly court case. He had people to reenact the parts.
Oh, Atlas.
Yes. So do you think is he following this? Do you think he's following this?
No, he's been working a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Because what was the last trial that he did? I know he did the R. Kelly trial. There was the other one that he
He
did.
did the trial, and then he had started on P. Diddy, but he been working too much. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he didn't he didn't really get to get
No,
into
he didn't get to. And you look at these Grammys, and that's why I didn't watch them. Jay-Z bought his wife the Grammy last year. All of these people are dirty and low down. They all connected. They have an agenda. Y'all, we are in spiritual warfare. If you don't see what's going on, I feel so sorry for you. All I can say is, I want to say this. I am not perfect by no means. I have flaws. I battle life. I battled the. I've been there, done that. Okay, but I ain't never been no dirty, low down, dirty bitch. Okay, I battled life. You people, y'all sit up. Y'all sitting
Take
up
your
here.
time.
Yeah, let me take my time. Y'all sit up here. You don't stand for nothing. That's the most saddest thing. That's the most hurtfulest thing. Y'all don't stand for nothing. You stand on bullshit. I'm calling out the black race of people. The people, y'all are the chosen people, but yet y'all got this life messed up. Like I say, y'all hooped and hollered, raised all kind of hell when they talked about Jamal Bryant's wife.
Woo!
Y'all raised all kind of hell. Y'all defended. Y'all sit up there. Y'all go to that church, and y'all know what Bishop Eddie Long was.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all sit up there. You can't make this stuff up, B. You know, and I love the church, but I'm gonna tell you, I just I get such a great feeling. It's a piece I can't even describe. But the way y'all make it, and you know, you should go for yourself and should nobody have control.
It's an unspeakable joy.
Yeah, it's I can't even explain it,
It's a joy that no one can give to you but him.
girl. I can't even explain it.
Mm-mm.
And girl, when I
Don't
tell
even
you,
try.
I dance all around the church, and I feel so good. I can't even explain it. It's a type of joy can't nobody give me. And y'all, y'all, y'all is wrong. I'm not even, you know, like I ain't no Bible thumper. I don't know all of this stuff, but I do know what's right, and I do know what's wrong, P.
It's called
And
discernment.
you got to know some stuff ain't right. You got to know. I don't know what to say. All I know, I hope he could say job well done. I ain't been
Yeah,
always right. I'm fighting demons right now.
you and me both. Everybody is. And if you say you're not, you're lying.
I'm fighting demons right now. I'm trying not to curse as much. I'm trying not to curse people out so much. Um, I'm just, you know, I have made peace with some people, but I'll never fool with you again. I have, and that's not you, B. I don't want you to ever like. I'm talking about certain individuals in my life.
Mm-hmm.
They have continuously choose to hurt me. You know, your most hurt is gonna come from family and friends.
When God Speaks said she did not know that Eddie Long was doing all of those things. She said she was shocked to the bone. It did not surprise me.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be surprised by what's going to come out about Jamal Bryant. I'm not going to be surprised about what's going to come out about Tyler Perry, Oprah
Mhm.
Winfrey, T.D.
Yeah,
Jakes. None of them,
yeah.
honey. D.L. Hughley.
You know,
None of them.
yeah. You know, Jaguar Wright has been trying to tell
Mm-hmm.
us.
For a
There's a
long
guy,
time.
Walter Hampton.
She's been trying to tell us this stuff for a long time, and people started calling her crazy.
Yeah,
Started calling her
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Can you imagine how
She
she
kept,
felt
she
when the
been
truth really
telling us,
came out?
yeah, she was telling us that Jay-Z was worse than Diddy.
Yep.
Kanye West was trying to tell us. Kanye. Now Kanye,
Oh,
he
I have
even
to ask you something. Remind me to ask you something about Kanye. Keep going.
okay. Kanye West was his own introvert. Kanye West grew up in Chicago, a very talented man. Kanye West is probably autistic, uh, probably, you know, half and half. Very smart, very intelligent. His mother was a professor. He's got the smart genes. I don't think a black woman would have ever dealt with somebody like Kanye West. They would have said he was too, you know, we didn't like those type of guys.
Right.
We
A
thought they
nerd.
were too nerdy.
A
We
nerd.
thought right. They were too nerdy.
I like
Uh,
nerds. I don't care what y'all say. I hooked up with a
yeah,
nerd anytime.
right. But you know how it was, B.
Yeah.
We didn't want them. Uh, the black community shut down. But Kanye West, if you listen to him, and he has some mental illness going, but y'all have to realize most geniuses have multiple personalities in them. Okay. If you do your research on geniuses, everybody, they had a couple of personalities. Kanye West has been trying to tell us the truth about these people too. He rocked with them people, but he got the hell away from them. You know, you have to look at the way people move. I never liked her. I never liked her. I can remember doing shows. I remember when people were saying, look at the stuff she's wearing.
Who you talking about again?
I'm talking about Kanye West, talking about Jay-Z,
Oh,
the
oh, oh.
warlock and his wife,
Can
the
I ask you
witch.
something about Kanye West before I forget? Because you know I forget
Okay,
shit,
say
right?
it, say it.
My bad.
Yeah,
I saw a headline the other day or something, a video or something that said Kanye West apologizes to the black community. Did you know anything about that?
yeah, he apologized. He said he was off his meds. You know,
And you
he
know
was.
what? When you were saying that he was artistic, I was thinking to myself, I don't believe Kanye West is artistic. What I do believe is that those drugs that his trainer was feeding him messed him
Yeah,
up. The
yeah,
drugs that
but
his trainer, and nobody is talking about that. Whatever
no,
happened
that
to that
was
situation?
he was telling you. He told you the industry. He told you how they put somebody on you. They find out what you like and they feed it. Oh, another thing I wanted to say. I don't give a damn that Ray J's got a month to live. Ray J was the last person
Oh,
that
I'm
was
not
with
I don't
Whitney
like Ray
Houston.
J, but I certainly won't say that. I don't like Ray J either, but I'm not going to say that. I'm praying for the young
Well,
brother. I'm sorry that he's going through
well,
that. I don't like him either.
well,
I'm not going to say
he
that.
was the last person that was with Whitney Houston. So I hope, you tell the truth about Whitney before you leave here. But
Well,
again,
maybe he will.
you
I
would
hope he will
take that
too.
to your grave. But
I
Now,
wish that on no one. I wish that on no one. But sometimes when telling you, man, we just got to be careful about what we do and how we treat people, and we got to
you
always remember the Most High Yah. That's one thing he don't like it when you forget about him. He hates it. We got to remember him at all times. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what you're doing. You have to remember the Most High Yah, the Creator of all things, at all times, no matter what. Y'all, I mean that from my heart. I'm sitting over here with that, saying this with tears in my eyes. We have to remember him. He hated when we forget about him. He hates it.
and
So,
and I guess I'm angry. I'm angry at so many of these people right now. I'm just angry that a lot of them. I'm angry that they just you know like these folks don't have a conscience.
nope.
You
They just
know,
don't.
I I'm telling you, we were scared. That's what's the crazy part. We knew God existed. We were scared. We were we knew, a lot of people did stuff and say, I know the good Lord gonna uh, forgive me. He knows my heart and all of this. But these people that's walking around here like he don't exist or
I don't
they
even
not
say that anymore. I don't even say that anymore because he know your heart. So what? Like what the hell
right.
that's supposed to
But
mean?
remember, that was the
Yeah, I used to
excuse.
say it myself.
Yeah. Right. This is what I'm saying. This is how you know we've grown. You know, life
Right.
with age comes some wisdom. But the point I'm trying to make is
Mm-hmm.
when we were still scared,
Mm-hmm.
we were, girl, we was like, oh, Lord, I hope God don't strike me down.
Right.
Now,
There was just certain things
you
that
know
we
what
didn't
I'm
do because
saying?
we had the fear of the Most High. We had the fear of God in our hearts. There was just certain things that we wouldn't do.
Yeah, girl, you be scared.
Yep.
And I just to think like y'all not even scared. And this has been a long time coming. They took God out of the schools. They
That's
put
when.
people in
Yeah.
place.
Yep.
They took them out of the homes. First, they took them out of the schools. Then, you know, they were trying to take them out of the homes. That's why they were saying, "Oh, you can you can call the police on your parents." You know. Then they put people in place to make you think it wasn't no God.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then they start showing you, like, oh my goodness, you can be a boy, you could be a girl, you could be a fur
Mm.
baby. We're gonna change you. And God said Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, not Eve and G. I
Mm.
don't, I, I don't get this. And you people are not speaking out. Like people will tell you to unfriend them if you like Trump. Like, are
Right.
you crazy?
Oh, girl,
You
we can go back. We can go back to the election when people
yeah,
was telling them people to not have Thanksgiving with their families. People was
yeah.
telling
They're telling you to
members,
do this
yes,
over a
telling
man.
Roy Reed, telling family members not to go and
You,
celebrate
you can
the
be mad
holidays
at
with
your
the family.
family.
If you are Donald
Are
Trump,
you
don't invite him.
serious? You
Girl,
never, you never gotten into it with your family over no doggone politics. That's
Nope.
man. Never. And y'all sit up here and let these people brainwash y'all. Y'all sick. I can't
Hey,
make this stuff up. Huh?
April, I need to go back to Jaguar Wright. We was started talking about
Okay.
Jaguar Wright. We got cut
I'm gonna
off.
mute my
Uh,
mic.
no. You was getting ready to say something about her. I know you probably
Oh,
don't remember, but
Jaguar right.
when God Speaks said, I never thought that because I said people thought. Remember when people was thinking Jaguar Wright was crazy when she was saying all these
Mm-hmm.
things about Diddy and Jay-Z, and she said, I
Mm-hmm.
never thought that she was crazy when she went on Piers Morgan's show. Jay-Z went after him only, but not Jaguar. Think about it. And you are
Yeah.
absolutely right. You're 100% right. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I never thought she was crazy either.
Mm-mm.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I listen to a crazy person shit. I chew the meat and spit out the bone. Even crazy people got something to say.
Girl, let me
Yeah,
tell you something.
all of
Crazy
us a
people
little
keep
crazy,
putting me on shit. Ain't none of us got it.
right?
That too tight. Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Jaguar Wright. Maybe now people start listening.
Jaguar, and they've attacked her. They
Yep,
sent people after her kids.
she
That
lost her
girl's
husband.
been on the run. She
She
lost
found out
her
her
mother.
husband won't shit.
Yeah.
He was using
They,
her.
yeah. And all she's ever done was just try to tell the truth.
Yep,
And she got that award. She got an award. She been telling us,
yep.
Gene Deal, Roger Bond, and y'all mad, Walter Hampton. I could remember when I first started really getting on YouTube, and I came across Walter Hampton talking about Tyler Perry. I believed every word he said. I could remember telling my girlfriend, I'm not going to no more Tyler Perry play. I'm sick of him dressing up as a woman. He played the part too good. It wasn't it's something about him. Something about him. When you
Yeah,
look at him, yeah. When you look at him, but you know, could nobody tell y'all nothing? Y'all defend. Y'all defend wrong. We all guilty of that. I was guilty of it. We sweep a lot of stuff under the rug. We don't deal with issues in our community. You know. You know, B,
mhm.
what was the guy name? I wish he didn't trust me so much.
Bobby
Did you
Womack.
did you
Womack.
did you used to watch song
Mm-hmm.
um
Yep.
when they did stuff? Like this man ended up with his
Yep.
best friend's wife,
Best friend's
ended up
wife.
ended up with the daughter, right?
Yep. Was it the step? It was either his stepdaughter or yeah. It was either his stepdaughter or his best friend's daughter, one or the other.
Yeah.
But
But
wasn't it Bobby Womack's wife that he took? I mean, not Bob, Donnie Hathaway. Whose wife did he take? I
yeah,
forgot.
he took yeah.
Donnie
He
Hathaway,
got
right?
his best friend's wife. Then once he got with
Right.
her, he messed with the like it's been
And
so
wrote
much
a song
stuff.
about it.
I wish he didn't trust me so much. Yeah, you know, like you was a dirty
Right.
dog. You know, y'all don't talk about James Brown being an abusive. Y'all don't talk about the stuff that Tammy Terrell endured. Like men
Yeah.
been abusing women for so long.
The thing about it is now that we have the internet, We have access
Mm-hmm.
to it more.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
pretty much couldn't do much about it back then. You had to pretty much have you a 45 on you or something to protect yourself as a woman. But
Uh,
other than
uh,
that,
uh,
shit,
yeah.
they didn't care about us.
They didn't. But I want y'all to know that they have released the Epstein files, more stuff. And when I tell you,
He did.
like, like I was having a rough weekend, I was dealing with a person I saw every day. I cooked for them, checked on them, had coffee, um, and they left. And so I was grieving a loss. I was I'm better now. And to keep my mind, I went, I was going to different channels and these Epstein files, and they're showing the paperwork, everything and everybody is in that paperwork.
I hate
You
that
don't
they
get
say Pusha T. I hate that they say Pusha T is in them damn
yeah,
files.
let me
I hate
tell you
that.
something,
I hate
but
that.
you
I hate
ain't got Michael Jackson name in there. You ain't got Michael Jackson name. His name is not in there, B. Even though he went over there and probably performed. You know, Michael Jackson never messed with boys allegedly. You know,
I don't think so
that was,
either.
that was Quincy Jones doing because he got mad when he told him he was washed up. It took him so long to work on that album. They say Michael Jackson could fight. He seems soft.
I
Michael
heard he had
Jackson,
hands. He had some big hands. Literally had big hands. Have you ever really
yeah,
looked at Michael Jackson's hands? He had some
girl, let
huge
me tell
hands
you something.
and a nice
Growing
butt.
up with all of them brothers, you think that boy didn't know how to fight.
Yeah, he
I
had
mean,
hands.
we gotta look at the reality of the black family structure. They lived in a small house in Gary, Indiana, and you think them boys didn't fight each other coming up? Like that's what they did, you know. But yeah, but his
Yeah, at
name,
one time,
and
you know Michael was the smallest at one time, so you know they used to beat him up.
yeah,
You know he had to
yeah.
fight.
But he right, he had to fight. He had to fight, and so what I tell you, oh, there's another girl, Allie Carter,
Yeah.
and she's been talking about the tunnels and everything. This lady has really been on the run. She's talked about Denzel. She's named body parts. When I tell you all of these folks are dirty, be even Jamie Foxx in it.
I
When I
mean,
tell you,
I can't believe it. I'm not gonna deny it. I can believe it. Hmm. Hmm.
when I
Hmm.
tell you all of these people names are in there. Ice Cube name ain't on there, thank goodness. I like him. Well, you can pretty much tell the people that didn't make it. Remember Oprah Winfrey was so against rappers and stuff. She didn't,
Hmm.
remember when Ice Cube was mad? Like, remember he had that show where people act like they were black and white and they went to different stuff. Like he was doing some stuff. He did the Friday franchise. And that dirty heifer Oprah, she never talked about Harvey Weinstein, but she had a lot to say about black men.
When God speaks, you know that he also the father of this little boy that had he was a dentist. Do you know that he put that little boy on Novocaine
Who
to
is
make
that?
him lie
Who?
in the Michael Jackson case? Oh, I'm sorry. She started talking about Michael Jackson. Okay, let me go back because she's talking about how we was talking about how back in the day the men used to beat the women. James Brown beat Tammy
Yeah,
Terrell, right?
he did.
And she said, yeah, he did. And she said, um, that is where the head drama came from, and they tried to blame Marvin Gaye. They did allegedly try to blame him, but we all know Marvin Gaye loved that woman, and he didn't
Yeah,
do that to her.
yeah,
And she also said about Ray J, um, that he's probably about to meet his retribution because he did so many bad things to people. I can't argue with that.
yeah, yeah.
I can't argue with that. She said the little boy that lied on Michael Jackson allegedly his father got drunk and told people at a party that the family put the kid up to lying. Quietly, they gave the money back, and he died lying. He passed away right after the truth came out. Right after the truth came out, he passed away.
Yeah,
They couldn't even get him.
yeah.
They couldn't even get him. Shout out to Foundation of Black Americans. I love my Foundation of Black Americans, man. This is
Yeah.
the best time in the whole wide world to be
To be
FBA.
a man. I'm glad everything is being revealed.
Yes,
I, who is it?
this is the best time to be a foundational Black American. Let me tell y'all something.
It
Foundational Black American is not an organization, it's a lineage. I'm just going to keep fighting for my foundation of Black Americans because right now it just seems like hatred is coming at us from all angles. Like they calling Tariq Nasheed our leader. He's not a leader. A foundation Black American is a lineage. I talk about it on my show all the time how I trace my lineage right here in North Carolina, all the way back to 1771 to an enclave called Bettytown. It's now
Put on the dress.
called Aurora, North Carolina. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Aurora, North Carolina, but that's where my people are from. They are still there, have been there for over 400 years, way before America was called America. So it will behoove you all, if you don't understand the concept of foundational Black Americans, it's simple lineage. Do your research, know where you from, in case them reparations come our way. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And also, excuse me, I'm so proud of y'all for standing up for yourselves. When that dude came out talking about he was a Black Panther, y'all shut it down. My brothers and sisters shut that shit down quick. Now they the Black Lions. Because we knew that there was something wrong with this. The Black Panther did not fight for no immigration rights. They fought for their people. And if you wanted to come along and join in, if you were truthful, they'll fight for you. But for the most part, Black Panther was for us because we didn't have anyone fighting for us. Who was fighting for us? I'm talking about right there in the hood fighting for us, protecting us. Who did that? Martin Luther King didn't do it. The Black Panthers were out there. And so for somebody off the street to come up and say, we Black Panthers, F Ice, if Ice come to me, I will put a hole in his chest as big as a window. And then do your little safe light jingle behind that. Safe light ought to sue your ass. Maybe they haven't heard Paul. I'm talking about Paul Birdsong. And when God speaks, says we have to stop allowing people with our same skin color to say they are one of us only to get rich. What? You better say that. You better say that. That's what delineation is all about.
Okay.
That's what delineation is all about. We are delineating. Too many people have claimed to be us. To, too many people are claiming our culture. Too many people
Yep.
just claiming us. And then you have content creators all over YouTube. All their content is about Black America, this, Black America, that. And they getting paid for it. You see there's the plaques hanging up on the wall. I can't even get a damn plaque. But you over there making money off of Black American just by talking about us. You getting paid on YouTube. You see? And then you have other Black people. What is this guy? Dante Kyle? Dante Kyle. I didn't know who he was until yesterday. Dante. Is this name Kyle? I think it's Dante Kyle. He has nothing good to say about any Black Foundation of Black Americans. Yeah. He has nothing.
You know, it's unfortunately, it's unfortunate that some of them they have been so dirty. I mean, we got to call it like it is. Okay, we got to call it like it is. B. These people have been so dirty to other Black people. They haven't stood up for them. They didn't help them. They threw a lot of us under the bus. You can look at now. I mean, it is what it is. We got to stop sugarcoating shit. I mean,
This guy went on a rant yesterday or day before yesterday, talking about Foundation of Black Americans. I mean, he went in, honey. Like, especially Tariq Nasheed. I thought the young man was gonna pop a vein. Like, for one thing, he called us an organization. He said we ain't out in them streets. Of course not, sir. We decided to sit this one out. Sorry, you take care of it. We're not out in them streets. No, we're not. We said we're not gonna be out there, so we're not out there. But the type of hatred and rhetoric that he spit out, and especially against Tariq Nasheed. Oh, Tariq Nasheed went in on him. Tariq Nasheed went in on him. But I can't stand people like this who won't take the time out to sit down and do some damn research before you talk. Instead, you on the internet screaming and yelling and making a fool out of yourself about the pop of vein over something you have no idea about. Do some research. Research is right at the tip of your fingertips these days. It doesn't take a walk to the library anymore. It's right at the tip of your fingertips.
wait a minute, B. You know another thing that kills me is they quick to say Trump trying to remove Black history, right?
Girl.
I sit up there and laugh, right? I be like, okay, y'all trying to say he removing Black history, and y'all don't even celebrate Juneteenth. I mean, y'all not celebrating Juneteenth, no one.
Keep
You
talking,
know
April.
what I'm saying?
Keep talking.
Huh? They're not even celebrating the holiday that we made. That's for us. Like, I can't with y'all. I really can't. I can't. That's why I laugh. I laugh. I laugh at these people. Yeah. He removing stuff from national parks. How many of y'all went to national parks? How many? I'll wait. I'll wait. But that's just my opinion. Um, so y'all don't celebrate Juneteenth. You don't celebrate Kwanzaa. But you celebrate all of the holidays they make. You're going to celebrate the 4th of July. Mm-mm. But that's my opinion. Yeah.
You know what? They will never erase our history. We were here first, and we're going to be the last one standing. Okay?
Yep.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get situated, and I didn't want y'all to hear me over here getting situated. But
Girl, I'm getting situated too because I'm just enjoying this today. This has been therapeutic.
this is Dante Kyle right here, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm so glad people starting to see what I've been saying when I was told I was crazy. That's all I can say. I'm going to mute my mic.
Okay. Well, did I mute mine? Hold on. Dante Kyle. This is Dante Kyle. Some type of activist. I'm just learning about him as we speak, right? Because I heard him going off at the mouth about Foundation of Black Americans. I'm learning that he's some type of activist and that he was a former former gang member. I need to do more research on him, but he said FBAs don't do nothing. All they do is sit on the internet and call people tethers and go back and forth with calling people tethers. And then he named Stephen A. Smith and somebody else that he said were not tethers, but they are. They are descendants of
Can
immigrants.
I say something real fast
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
about Stephen Smith?
yes.
Stephen Smith is one of those. He's just telling it like it is. He's calling it the way he see it. That's it. He went on the View. They tried to rip his ass apart. He's still firm against them dirty women.
And I respect him for that. But other than that, I don't like him. Sorry.
What did he do?
I respect him for standing his ground.
Yeah. Yeah, he's standing his ground. But I don't, but we really ain't heard nothing bad about him. They called him, everything.
They call him a coon. Tell
Yeah,
it.
they call him
He
a coon.
He be cooning in front of the YT man.
But you ain't nobody came out. You ain't heard nothing about him supposed to been with no kids, allegedly.
No, I have not.
Think about it. You ain't heard nobody been able to say Stephen A. Smith ain't shit. He went around the colleges. You never heard no whispers of him. Those are things I pay attention to. And so, unless he done paid some people very well, but you ain't never heard nobody say nothing.
So this Dante Kyle dude, He was a former gang leader. Um, submitted application to proceed. He went in on the Foundation of Black Americans. I really don't know much about him, but I do know that he's sounded very ignorant. I could tell that he didn't know what he was talking about when it came to FBA. And quite honestly, I was offended by some of the things he was saying. But I shouldn't have been because I knew he didn't know what he was talking about. And so they clowning him. He being clowned all over the place. What I didn't know is that he was a former gang member, and they mentioned something about he's adopted. He was abandoned at 2 by a white mother. That's what Tariq Nasheed said. I don't know how true it is, but if that's so, how dare you get online and talk bad against people who have traced their lineage back to the 1700s. The indigenous people of this land that trace their heritage back before this land was even called the United States of this here America. You got the audacity to disrespect, yell and scream, and spew lies simply because you're too fat to pull out your phone and do some research. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you fat because I'm over here fat too. Lord forgive me, but I just don't like people like this. I just don't. But let me get him off my screen. I need to do more.
Get him off your screen.
Yeah, I need to do more research on him.
We got abandonment issues. We ain't got nothing to do with that.
That's the same thing Tariq Nasheed said. I mean, his exact words.
Huh?
That's what Tariq Nasheed said.
We ain't got nothing to do with that. You go deal with that.
He got abandonment issues.
Yeah. You go deal with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You go deal with that. You go deal with it.
You know, that's all I got for today.
Girl, this has been therapeutic. I want to thank you. Me and you've been rocking and rolling with each other.
Yeah.
For years.
The last of the Mohicans.
Girl. And I'm just so glad. It's good to be this old. I can't have these conversations. It's a few family. I got my cousin Sandra. Oh yeah, that's right. She's going through something too. But you know, they get me.
I meant to ask you this. Have you seen Mike Epps stand up?
I
really need to ask that young lady that you got into a discussion with about having men in the home back in the day. Having black men, how black men couldn't be in the home. He did a joke about that on his show. I thought about you when he said it.
Yeah, Miss Queen Sunkiss, yeah.
And I wondered if she saw it. I wondered if she saw it. I hope she do see it.
Yeah. Yeah, they do not want a black man in the house. So we were about something else.
I went through it, and this was the early 90s. Yeah. I went through that. And this was the early 90s, 1990 in North Carolina. I had fell on some hard times. I had to move back to North Carolina. Yeah. And my husband at the time followed me down here, and I went to try to go get some food stamps, and they would not give me food stamps if he was in the house.
Yeah.
They wouldn't give me no service, AFDC, no food stamps, no nothing. And this was in the early 90s, so I know it to be true.
And you know the sad thing about it be, like I say, you can't tell our people nothing. She want to drag me up and down. She got her mama on the phone. Her mama talking about, oh, no, I did some home business. I said, woman, I don't know what era. I remember calling my aunt, one of my aunt's friends. She said, girl, let them win. She said, because you can't argue with niggas.
Right.
That was exactly what she told me. She said, you cannot argue with niggas. She said, we know. And I knew what I grew up seeing. I remember you know, different people where we stayed at, right?
Mm-hmm.
That lived in the projects, and you would be like, well, why are they pregnant? You didn't never see the man. They snuck over and got theirs and left. Yeah, because they couldn't be called safe. But the woman was still coming up pregnant. Ain't that something, girl? But what did Mike actually say?
He said something to the effect that y'all remember the times when your mama was on food stamp and every time they come to the house, the man had to leave or something to that effect. It's his new stand-up show on Netflix.
hmm And they want to argue me up and down and say that that the that was a lie. I was lying. When the woman told
Okay, so I'm gonna end the show, but before I end the show, I want to know, what are you watching on TV? What are you watching on TV? April? Anybody? Okay, I'll tell you what I'm watching, or at least what I'm waiting to watch. Earlier, you mentioned something about Tyler Perry and how you was tired of him. Mic check. Is my mic on? How you was tired of him walking around in a dress, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. Tyler Perry played the hell out of Alex Cross. That was the best thing I see him play in, when he played Alex Cross. But now Aldous Hodge is playing Alex Cross. And honey, let me tell you, I done watched the first season 3 times. I'm waiting on the new season, which they already finished the new season. They finished season 1 and season 2 at the same time. Season 2 is supposed to start on Prime Video. It's either today or either tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be today. But when I went on Prime Video to check, they talking about coming soon. Cross coming soon. Man, y'all need to hurry up. I took that picture, by the way. The picture of the Capitol, not a picture of Aldous Hodge, but the picture of the Capitol. I stood in the middle of Constitution Avenue and 7th Street and took that picture about over 20 years ago. Still got it. But anyway, if y'all have not seen it yet, y'all have watched Cross. I need somebody to talk to about this show. I love it, and I'm waiting for it to come back. Y'all need to hurry up and stop playing with me, because if you go to Prime Video, it says season 2, season 1 and season 2, but then it say coming soon. When? We've waited long enough. We've been waiting for months. I know I have. If you go to my YouTube channel, I have a playlist called What Are You Looking At? Oh, she got kicked off the internet. Okay, I'm about to close anyway, April. It says, if you go to my channel, I have a playlist called What Are You Looking At? And I talk about the shows that I'm looking at. My intention was to do a whole season of Cross, but I didn't get around to it. As y'all know, I got sick and had to go through radiation and chemo and all that. So I kind of put it off. But I want to get back into that, because this is a good show. Go look at the trailer on YouTube. If y'all think I'm lying, check it out. Please like and comment and subscribe to the channel. My name is B Shower. My name is B Shower Girl. My name is B Sparrow. Her name is April Showers. BuzzTweetTalk Radio, April Showers Network. Y'all, holler at us. Okay. Well, all right.